I am in the midst of a 24-year sexless relationship with a woman that I'm deeply, deeply in love with. The crux of the question is whether she can't address this issue or she won't.
That's not a question I can answer, brother. When you've asked her that question, what has she said?
It's not that we have not discussed this, but she continually asks for space and she needs time.
Yeah, you gave her a quarter century.
Yeah. Originally starts with her childhood traumas, which shortly after we started dating, in which time there was no sexual issues, vaginismus developed.
Sure.
Which she has never been able to address. And we went about 12 years, during which time we got married and had a child because we were intermittently able to a handful of times.
Okay.
It was greatly, greatly complicated by her being diagnosed with bone marrow cancer.
Good God almighty, this poor woman.
And yes, that's how I feel too. She has immense, constant pain that we've never been able to get her out of, and neuropathy in her legs and pelvis. Which complicates this.
Yeah.
She didn't want to in the 12 years prior either. And it now feels like something I can't challenge anymore.
This is somebody who is, for a million reasons, and I'm not going to say they're unjustified reasons, but for a million reasons has said, I don't want to touch you. You, as the person on the other end of that, are dying. And so until you have that level of openness and honesty, then we're not going to get to the root issue, which is this something you're going to stay in? Is this the world that's just as is, right? For better or worse, sickness and health? Or is there something deeper? Most men sit down to solve some of these problems in a very spreadsheet kind of way versus you sitting across from your wife and you tell her, I love you so much and I miss you and I'm dying here because we can't even hold hands. Have you tried that?
I have tried that and number of other things, but the problem is she doesn't want to talk about it either. The last time we had a conversation about it about a year and a half ago, that was the line she ended it on, was I just don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay, so my question for you is this. This is a hard, frightening question. What is your or what statement? You have a quarter of a century of data. Are you going to exhale and make peace with your best friend who just doesn't like touch? Or are you going to leave? To circle all the way back around to the beginning question, man, I can't answer that. It sounds like you've got the answer, and it's really tough to digest. And I'm telling you, just like husband to husband, I cannot imagine having to digest what you're having to digest. And so I wish you peace in making the choice that you're going to make, and then exhaling and say, okay, I'm going to grieve this because I love her, and this will never be a part of our relationship, our marriage. Embrace, touch, connectivity. And so in light of that, who am I going to become next? What does that look like?